We think about nonverbal behavior or body language, but we call it nonverbals as social scientists. It's language, so we think about communication. When we think about communication, we think about interactions. So what is your body language communicating to me? What's mine communicating to you? And there's a lot of reason to believe that this is a valid way to look at this. So social scientists have spent a lot of time looking at the effects of our body language or other people's body language on judgments. And we make sweeping judgments and inferences from body language. And those judgments can predict really meaningful life outcomes like who we hire or promote, who we ask out on a date.
Okay. So based on your experience conducting interviews and being interviewed, what do you think is the most important thing that an interviewee can do to increase their chances of being hired?
First of all, appropriate dress. Second, come prepared. In other words, do some research and background into the company that you're interviewing for so that you know something about them when they ask you questions. And I guess finally I would say take it seriously, but try not to be nervous. Have an air of confidence in yourself that you have the ability, knowledge, background, and experience to be successful. That's what you need to convince the persons of. And again, I want to reiterate the importance of doing your homework. Find out about the job, get a job description, make a list of your skills that fit the job and why that company should hire you.
All right. And do you think that body language is an important part of an interview?
Absolutely. If someone slouches, if they are very nervous, if they look away rather than look the interviewee or the person answering the question in the eye, if they fidget quite a bit, all of these will be distractive and will decrease from your success. And I want to also mention that today a lot of interviews are being done via Skype and other electronic methodologies, and people sometimes think that because they're at home, they may dress differently or act differently, and that is not the case. A Skype interview should be treated exactly the same as an in-person interview.
Right. And now not necessarily talking about interviews, do you think that body language can help to clarify misunderstandings?
I don't know if it will help clarify misunderstandings. It can present more misunderstandings than clarify, because if you really know something about the question and are able to answer, but your body language is saying, well, I'm not so sure, then that would send the wrong message. So I would say it's more the opposite, that your body language will provide miscommunication rather than, and will cause misunderstandings rather than answer those or make up for misunderstandings.
Okay, and the last question, based on your texting experience, however limited it may be, do you think that emojis and emoticons can help to clarify what a person is saying in their text message or email?
You know, if it's professional, in a business world, there's really no place for emojis or emoticons in a text message. Text messages, like among friends and so forth, that's fine. But in business, that is an informal means of communication is seen as such. And I would always say, in a business environment, using those emotion signs would be improper, unless you're talking with a friend within the business.
Okay. And if you're not in a business situation, though, do you think they can help to clarify, like, if a text is a joke or just what a person is saying
right.
in a text?
If it's not a business situation, and where your friends will misunderstand, especially today texting when you use short language rather than full-blown explanations, it certainly can help clarify misunderstandings. It can also, in some business settings, again, if you're with one person and you know the person well, but again, email is not a place for jokes and that type of place in the business setting.
Okay. Thank you.